Hello, hello, hello. It's Dr. Meredith Watson, the unapologetic therapist. I support the people pleasers, those that are doing too much for others, codependent, forgetting themselves, all to obtain love, acceptance, belonging, and validation outside of themselves. I help them to stop doing that and know that all that they need, the love, acceptance, validation, is inside of them. I wanted to come on and talk about 4 ways to know why. Why you're doing all the people pleasing, the doormats, the looking outside yourself for belonging, validation, acceptance, the codependency. Mostly because I've been there. All because I've been there. When I decided to drop the struggle of being a people pleasing doormat, always doing too much for other people, being that codependent person, forgetting about myself, all to obtain the love, acceptance, and belonging and validation, I knew I had to figure out why I was looking outside myself for those things. I'd craved them, and I know that it's a basic instinct to want to be loved and accepted and validated, but there was something deeper than that basic, Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Thanks for being a psych major. I was worried also, and I needed to devise a plan to not only figure out the root cause of why I was looking for all those things outside myself, but I also had to devise a plan to deal with the aftermath of those that would be upset, the fallout of those that would be pissed off once I stopped looking outside myself for that love, acceptance, validation, because I was feeding something for them as well. But I had to figure out what was going to happen and what plan and what tools and modalities I was going to utilize when the fallout happened, when the people or the things that I was using to stuff my codependency hole so that I could feel whole. I needed to figure out what I was going to do when it happened, that the people that I was doing that with, that cycle with, that trap with, what was going to happen when that happened, because inevitably people are also a part of this codependency, part of this people pleasing. They enjoy that part of you. So when you stop looking outside yourself and you stop giving into their part in that, it's going to cause some ruffle and some ruckus. So you need to have a plan devised and ready, kind of like your comeback when it happens. And that could be a little scary. That's why it's important to kind of have a plan in place. More than anything else, I had to, for my own sake, learn how to maintain that. It's very difficult when you, as I had been, this people-pleasing doormat codependence personality for so long. Like, I had to figure out for my own self how I was going to maintain looking for that, or having, or calling into and feeling into, leaning into, being the frequency at, to embrace that love and acceptance and belonging that I'd craved so long and gotten outside of myself. I had to figure out how I was going to keep it in the home base, like learn to cultivate those things in myself and get them from myself. And that's a really interesting way to think about it, but you have to know that you have those things nestled inside of you. You don't have to look outside yourself for those things. And I'd craved it for so long, and because like any addiction, any temptation is going to come, and rest assured you're going to be tempted to get back into that same pattern because you're used to it. It's comfortable. So you have to be ready so that you don't go backwards or fall off. And you very well may sometimes, like any addiction, you're going to fall off. You don't have to, but you can fall off the wagon, but you need to be ready to get back on, like get back on and start riding again. And a lot of why I have fallen off the wagon in the past was, in my head, I needed something outside of myself to survive. I couldn't be trusted to depend on myself for the things I was looking for outside of myself. I needed whatever I was looking, or whatever I was using to kind of fill this hole for me so that I could feel whole. And I was stuffing my hole with this codependent substance to make myself feel complete. But the truth is, all of us, we were whole all along. We were magic all along. We didn't need this outside bullshit just to feel okay and safe. Like, it's safe to be us in our truest entirety. It is safe for us to know that we can have all the things we want. It's safe for us to feel complete without whatever we're using, whatever we're looking for outside of ourselves. I wanted to come on and express that to you. And if you missed it, I kind of went through pretty fast. But the first thing is you need to decide that you're going to stop people pleasing and being this doormat, this codependent person who's forgetting about themselves, giving and sacrifice of themselves, all for love, acceptance, belonging, validation outside of themselves. Figure out why you're doing that. Devise a plan for when the fallout happens. Inevitably, it will. And you don't have to be afraid of that. Just have a plan in place and learn to maintain it. Maintain that security within yourself, that stability within yourself, that you don't have to look outside of yourself for those things. Love yourself, honor yourself, validate yourself, know that you're complete and whole without anybody else, and your sum total is not their estimation of you or whatever substance or whatever person or whatever thing is giving you that high. Eventually the morphine drip is going to stop, and you need to learn how to maintain those things inside of yourself and cultivate that, and because it's already nestled inside of you. So for those that missed it, I'm Dr. Meredith Watson, the unapologetic therapist. I support the people pleasers. Those are all those that are always doing too much for others, codependent, forgetting about themselves, all in an effort to obtain outside love, validation, acceptance, and belonging. I help you stop doing that and know that everything you need is already nestled inside of you. And the modality I use to support is my one-to-one VIP on-demand coaching, as well as a portal jam-packed with mind maps, ebooks, strategies, formulas, e-courses, videos, meditations, affirmations that we utilize and customize to you to give you that toolbox, to give you those modalities so that you can really harness all the things and all the magic that you possess inside. Check out my new webpage. I'm so excited about it. In the comments. I hope you have a great morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are, and I will see you again the next time. Bye.